Have you ever dreamed of fresh eggs every morning, happy chickens clucking in your backyard, and a sustainable, rewarding hobby? Well, I'm here to tell you raising chickens isn't just about throwing some feed and waiting for eggs to appear. Today, I'll share the insider tips and tricks that I've learned that no one tells you about, the good, the bad, and the downright surprising parts of raising a chicken. Stick around because you're about to save yourself a ton of headache. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Nora. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe, and I love helping people like you create sustainable lifestyles. Raising chickens is a fantastic way to start. But before you dive in, there are a few things I want you to know. Today, I'm going to cover what no one tells you about chicken behavior, how to set up your perfect coop without overspending, what to expect during the first few weeks, and surprising challenges that come with keeping chickens. So grab a coffee and let's get to it. First up, chicken behavior. These birds are smarter and more social than you think. No one will tell you this, but chickens have personalities. Some are friendly, some are shy, and others total divas. You'll find that your flock develops a pecking order. Literally, chickens can get territorial, and if you're not careful, bullying can happen. Trust me, I've seen it with my own eyes. Here's how you can handle it. Number one, always have at least 3 chickens. Now I have 3. I'm also planning to get a couple more as well. If one of them gets sick or injured, God forbid, a duo can get lonely or aggressive. Number 2, please provide plenty of space. Crowding chickens leads to stress, which can reduce egg production and also cause fighting as well. Lastly, watch out for signs of bullying, like missing feathers or a chicken hiding all day. Intervene early if you see this. Now, we have one of these 3 chickens. She's basically the bully. She starts harassing the remaining 2 whenever I bring food over to her, and some of the chickens fight back, others they just go and hide. So it's really important to step in, intervene early on, and let her know that this is unacceptable. Now, about their quirks, did you know chickens recognize faces? They'll know you're the one who feeds them, and they might even follow you around. But they also love to eat, and they'll try to eat just about anything. So please make sure that their environment is safe. Now let's get to the fun part, setting up the coop. Now let's talk about coops. This is where a lot of beginners go wrong. You might think that you can get by with a cheap, small coop, but chickens need space and they need comfort to thrive. Here's the golden rule. You need at least 4 square feet of indoor space per chicken, plus 8 to 10 square feet of outdoors run space per bird. Gimping on space leads to stress, sickness, and poor egg production. Now here is what no one will tell you about coops. Number 1, ventilation is key. Chickens produce a lot of moisture from breathing and droppings, which can lead to ammonia buildup and respiratory issues. So please make sure your coop has windows or vents. Number 2, predators can be very sneaky. I've seen them with my own eyes. Raccoons, foxes, and even neighborhood cats can be a big threat. Secure your coop with a hardware cloth, not chicken wire, because chicken wire is flimsy. And lastly, nesting boxes is a must, but you don't need 1 per chicken. 1 box for every 3 to 4 hens is enough. Line them with straw or wood shavings and your hens will lay happily. Here's a pro tip. Raise the coop off the ground to deter pests like rats and to give your chickens shade and a dry area underneath. Now let's talk about the first few weeks. Now the first few weeks with chickens can be very overwhelming, especially if you're just starting with chicks. Here's what to expect. Brooding basics. So if you're raising chickens, you'll need a brooder box with a heat source. Baby chicks, they need warmth. They need about 35 Celsius in the first week, and you'll lower their temperature above 5 Fahrenheit each week. So use a heat lamp or a brooder plate. Just make sure it's safe and secure. Number 2, feeding and watering during the first few weeks. Now, chick starter feed is a must for the first 8 weeks. Please keep that in mind. Always provide fresh, clean water and use shallow dishes to prevent drowning. And lastly, first outdoor experience. Fully feathered, around 6 weeks old, you can move them to the coop. But remember, chickens are very vulnerable, so introduce them slowly to the rest of the flock. And here's something people rarely mention. Chickens hate change. Moving them to a new coop, adding a new flock member, or even changing their feed can really stress them out. So take transitions slow and steady. So what are the main challenges and surprises I've found with keeping chickens? Let's talk about the challenges to get started with. Owning chickens is very rewarding, but it's also not always sunshine and eggs. Number one on the top of the list, we have predators, and we live in a suburban area, and predators can be a big problem, especially wildcats or street cats as they're called. Double check your coop every night. A secure coop is your flock's best defense. Next up, we've got health issues, and I've noticed that when my chickens start to get sick, I usually go ahead and just try to target the problem firsthand. So I give them just a few slices of fresh chili. In a few days, they're good to go. Now, I'm going to do a video in the next week or so about some of the things that I give my chicken when they're sick, just natural homemade things that really do make a difference. Now, I want you to look out for symptoms like lethargy, pale comes, or diarrhea. Find a local vet who treats chickens before you need one. So another thing that I wanted to talk about is egg laying surprises. Now, chickens, they don't lay eggs every day. Yes, there are days where they lay day by day, and this is a really fun, surprising thing, but it doesn't happen every day. And factors like daylight, hours, diet, and stress really affect their production. So if your chickens stop laying eggs, they're trying to tell you something. Lastly, we have molting. So did you know that chickens lose their feathers every year? This is a process called molting, and during this time, they might stop laying eggs. It's totally normal, but it can be very shocking if you didn't expect it. Now, despite these challenges, the rewards far outweigh the work. You'll have fresh eggs, natural pest control, and chickens that entertain you with their antics every day. So there you have it, what no one told you about raising backyard chickens. If you're ready to start your flock, take it slow and prepare for the unexpected. Chickens are amazing animals, and once you get the hang of it, you'll wonder how you ever lived without them. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more tips, and leave a comment below with your chicken questions or stories. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, take care and have a great day.